And the Commodores will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing.
And I think that's the biggest problem, to have a great quarterback. He knows exactly where he's looking. I'm going to my great tight end. It's good individual matchups. Well, how do you want to play him? Do you want to put a safety on him? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? Like, great recognition from a QB finding a great player is not great things for the defense.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to...
It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, to throw.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Makes the grab on the left. Turns it over midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Commodores need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right width.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. It's complete. Turning it on. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And I think this play very much starts with protection up front. He has time, and they use the speed of his wide receiver. He starts all the way on the right side of the field, comes all the way across the formation. He throws a dime to him, and he makes the big play down the field.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
On third down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They go to the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Puts it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Sherrill. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a little space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw to the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll leave him with the lone back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll try it over the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Dumps it to the back. Snags it over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Conley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Wants to return it. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. On the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Working the middle, it's complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the mids, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Fakes to grab. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They'll go back to work for the first down in the final period. Here's a heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 17 over Utah State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive to get the momentum started in your direction.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Gotta know when to give up the play. You can tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those third down and shorts, fourth down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you're...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Calls his own number. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things.